What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninja's filthiest pitches of the day. I'm, of course, Pitching Ninja, and I'm here with Will Leahey. What is up, Will?
Ninja, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I'm feeling like Alec Baldwin getting harassed at a coffee shop right now, but I'm ready to power through it, Ninja. Let's get into it.
We're going to start with our whip around the league. We're going to start out with Andrew Abbott, who had 3 Ks in 4 1/3 innings, giving up 1 run on 2 hits. He had this sweeper for a sword, and he faced Christopher Sanchez, who had 3 Ks in 3 innings, giving up 5 runs, but only 1 was earned. He had these 2 seamers, and this one was painted inside, as well as picked up a Jiffy Lube special.
Ninja, what is a Jiffy Lube special?
It is 3 filthy changeups in a row to get a K.
That's a lot coming from Dirty Sanchez, Ninja.
It is, exactly. I'm looking for a Jiffy Lube sponsorship, so show me the money, babe. James Paxton had 1 strikeout in 4 2/3 innings, giving up 1 run and had this painted fastball. And he faced Patrick Corbin, who was really solid yesterday with 3 strikeouts and 5 1/3 scoreless innings, giving up 3 hits. He had this cutter and slider. It should be a holiday when Patrick Corbin is filthy because it only happens like once or twice a year. He's better than this. Like, I keep thinking his stuff is better than his shows, but he's proven me wrong over and over and over again.
Well, Ninja, that actually brings us to our dime of the day. And it comes from Oh my God! Look at this ball from Shohei, absolutely spanking it, 450. Actually, the hardest hit ball of the season here, Ninja, at 118.7 miles an hour. Shohei just getting good wood on the ball. We expect from this guy at this point, though, right?
Well, I am not sure what scared me more, the crack of the bat or you yelling right now, because it's early in the morning for me, Will, and you just woke me the up.
Well, I had to get myself up here.
Bailey Falter had 8 Ks in 7 innings, giving up 1 run and had these fastballs, a solid outing for Bailey Falter. He faced Tobias Myers, who had 4 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 1 run, and these fastballs, curveballs, and sliders. Tommy Henry had 6 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 1 run, and had these nasty curveballs. He faced Steven Matz, who had 4 Ks in 4 1/3 innings, giving up 7 runs. He had this pinkish fastball and this changeup. Marcus Stroman, the Stro Show, had 9 Ks in 5 1/3 innings, giving up 3 runs. He had these 2 seamers and nasty sliders. And he faced Paul Blackburn, who had 5 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 4 runs, and this changeup and this amazing no-strike K. Yep, the Ripper had a tough time yesterday with the strike zone. None of these were in the strike zone. Poor Soto. We feel bad for him, don't we?
We do. And what is going on with the Ripper here, Ninja?
Dude, he's bloodthirsty. Anything close, he's going to stab you. That's what he does. Although you can't stab Soto. He's on the other side of the batter's box. Tanner Houck, the incredible Houck, had 4 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 2 runs. He had these sliders and splitters, and I freaking love this overlay of Houck's slider and splitter because it shows you just how hard it is to hit off this man. These pitches crisscross on the way to the plate. Check this out. Absolute filth. And he faced Ben Lively, who was really good yesterday. Lively had 7 strikeouts in 6 1/3 innings, giving up 1 run. He doesn't really do anything flashy. He just pitches. He had these elevated fastballs, and I think he gets away with his lower velo because he has well above average extension at over 7.2 feet. Even though he only averages like 90 miles an hour on his heater. He painted with that heater and got a sword on this sweeper. He also made a really nice play on this ball. Eric Fetty, yeah, baby, 1738, yeah. Had 11 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 1 run and 3 hits, and was absolutely dominant. Yep, the Trap Queen had it all.
Fetty might be the Trap King at this point, Ninja.
That's a good point. Yes, the Trap King had it all. He had these fastballs, cutters, and splitters. Amazing stuff from Eric Fetty. And still, somehow, the White Sox snatched defeat out of the jaws of victory. Because that's what they do.
These guys stink, by the way.
He faced Pablo Lopez, who had 6 Ks in 4 innings, giving up 3 runs. Pablo Lopez's velo was down, and he really didn't look that good to me. He did have these heaters, but I'm keeping an eye on Pablo. I love Pablo's stuff typically. Did not see it there from him. Not the typical Pablo Honey we know and love.
Little Radiohead shout out,
It is
Ninja?
absolutely a Radiohead shout out. Michael Waka Flocka Flame had 4 Ks in 4 1/3 innings, giving up 2 runs, and had these wicked changeups over and over again. And he faced Kevin Gosman, who had 2 Ks in 6 2/3 innings, giving up no earned runs. A low K total for Gosman. He had this fastball and splitter. Jordan Wicks had 4 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 2 runs, had these fastballs and changeup. And he faced JP France, who had 6 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 5 runs, and had these curveballs. Grayson Rodriguez had 7 Ks in 4 1/3 innings, really solid, but gave up 7 runs on 11 hits. Not that solid. He had these heaters up to 98 miles an hour, this nasty cutter, but struggled yesterday. He faced Griffin Canning, who had 4 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 3 runs, and had these sliders. Luis Severino had 5 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 3 runs. Had these fastballs, picked up a sword on one, and these sliders and picked up a sword on his slider. And he faced Logan Webb, who was outstanding yesterday with 4 strikeouts and 8 scoreless innings. Webb had this Expelliarmus changeup, as well as a Jiffy Lube special of his own. And again, Jiffy Lube, you know where to reach me. Kenta Maeda had 5 Ks in 5 scoreless innings, turning his season around a little bit here. He had these sliders and splitters, and he faced Ryan Pepio, who had 4 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 1 run, had these fastballs and sliders. And I'm going to protect the identity on this hitter because he typically swings at sliders out of the zone, did it again, and I don't want to hitter shame guys that just want to hit.
It's very noble of you, Ninja.
It's hobby bias. Logan Gilbert had 6 Ks in 6 2/3 scoreless innings, giving up 2 hits. His ERA this year is now 1.87 and is squarely in the early Cy Young race. What's his Cy Young odds, Will?
Gilbert is sitting at plus 1,600 for American League Cy Young in fifth place behind Burns, Skubal, Pablo Lopez, and Grayson Rodriguez, according to FanDuel.
Ooh, well, I will tell you that right now I have Gilbert ahead of at least 2 of those guys. I think it'll be tough to catch the top 2, but don't be surprised to see Logan Gilbert way up there at the end.
If you like him that much, Ninja, plus 1,600 is tremendous value right now.
I love the way Gilbert waves bye-bye to a hitter right here after this fastball. And he also had these nasty sliders and cutters, and he didn't even feature his splitter that much on these Ks. The man can do it all. Definitely a force to be reckoned with in the Cy Young race this year. He faced Dane Dunning, who had 7 Ks in 4 1/3 innings, giving up 4 runs, had these fastballs and changeup. Trevor Rogers had 4 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 3 earned runs, and had this elevated fastball. And he faced yesterday's filthiest starting pitcher of the day, Max Fried. Max Fried had 6 Ks in 9 innings.
Nice.
Giving up only 3 hits. He had these fastballs and sliders, and look what he does to 2-time batting champ Luis Arraez here. This is just unfair. The man puts him 6 feet under. Luis Arraez has great bat-to-ball skills, but here he has great body-to-ground skills as he finds himself on the seat of his pants after facing this Max Fried 2-seamer. He gets another 2-seamer here that hits off the knob of his bat, showing off his bat-to-ball skills, but not in the way that he'd like. And then he gets K'd on this wicked slider. Just filthy stuff from Max Fried. Now on to my filthiest relievers. David Bednar had the splitter for a sword. Fernando Cruz had this filthy splitter, and yes, he gets featured here every day. Nate Pearson had this wicked curveball. Evan Phillips had this sweeper for a sword. Camilo Doval had this awesome entrance, and then got a K with this slider. We'll get back to his entrance in the moment of Zen. Jason Foley had this 97-mile-an-hour heater. Alex Lang had this wicked 2-seamer. Colin Holderman had this fastball and sweeper. And Clay Holmes had this slider a bit off the plate, but the Ripper doesn't care about your on-screen strike zone. He just doesn't care. He wants blood. He ends the game and Schumann's life here. My top 5 filthiest pitches of the day yesterday. At number 5, I have Abner Uribe's wicked slider. Look at the movement of this. And Uribe knows this too as he skips on off. At number 4, we have Logan Webb's changeups. At number 3, Tanner Houck's splitter and slider combo. At number 2, Emmanuel Clase K'ing the side with his slider and cutters, just pure filth. And at number 1, we have Maximus Fried with this killer two-seam fastball, putting Luis Arraez in the spin cycle for eternity. And now, my pitching ninja moment of zen. You might have seen Camilo Duvall's new entrance. They've got to learn when to turn the lights off at the stadium, though, because we're going to need a new bullpen catcher. My picks of the day today are a 3-leg parlay. I'm going to start out with Garrett Crochet for 6 Ks or more, then take Sean Manaea for 5 Ks or more, and top it off with Bryce Miller for 5 Ks or more. What would your picks of the day be?